Hey everyone, welcome to the Disney Weekly Roundup. Today we are going to be covering the Star Wars launch bay, installing new automated cameras, a new film called Awesome Planet coming to the Land Pavilion, and the new Galaxy's Edge features in the Disney Play app. Here on the Disney Weekly Roundup, we are going to be covering all of the small Disney news that happened throughout the week that wasn't quite big enough to have its own episode. Please feel free to leave any questions you have in the comments below. I'm happy to answer them on next week's episode. And I also want to say, this is not going to be something that's going to come out every Sunday on this exact time. It's really just going to be when everyone's needed, because if there's a week where not much is happening in the Disney world, I'm not going to produce one that week because obviously there's not going to be enough for me to show. Please enjoy this week's episode. First off, at the Star Wars launch bay, Disney installed these new automated cameras at the Kylo Ren and Chewbacca meet and greets. Now these are great and they're really cool, but there's a few problems with them. A lot of people are upset that they're taking away the jobs of the photographers. The main problem is that often the cameras will cut out one of the family members, and obviously for the people who don't get to go to Disney, like personally I have an annual pass, I get to go a lot. But a lot of people get to go once every few years, so every memory is very important to them, and if one of their family members get cut out, that can be a big deal. Now I'm sure Disney will find a way to fix this because they're amazing and they always find a way to make everything super magical. And the good thing about having a human photographer is that he or she can make any adjustments with the camera or tell the family to move in any way they need to best suit the photo and produce a high quality, good photo. Let me know what you think about these new cameras. Moving on, Disney announced a new film called Awesome Planet coming to the Land Pavilion at Epcot. It's going to be replacing the old Circle of Life film that I'm sure a lot of you will remember. It is rumored to showcase the incredible beauty and diversity of our Earth. Now, the cinematography is going to be done by the same people who did the Star Wars franchise, so I'm sure we can expect some really nice, beautiful nature photography in this upcoming film. Earlier this week, Disney announced that once you enter Galaxy's Edge, on your Disney Parks Play app, it's going to have a whole section based just on Galaxy's Edge to make the experience so much more immersive. This app will be able to translate galactic languages that are written on the walls or spoken by characters. Also, you will be able to discover cargo hidden throughout the land. And by this I mean, like if you're waiting in line for Smuggler's Run, there might be a secret compartment hidden somewhere in the Millennium Falcon, and you can actually trigger it with your app and it will reveal itself. And I think this is really cool that Disney's doing this, because not every guest even has the Disney Parks Play app, but they're still going through all this work just to create such a more immersive experience for all of the guests that do have this app. You'll even be able to control some parts of the ships and a bunch of things throughout the land. Another cool feature is that you'll be able to receive communications sent by other characters throughout the lands, and rumor has it that some of them will even be personalized to you. So what Disney has done with some of the photos that you can take on like Tower of Terror, they create a little movie that obviously it's the same thing for everyone, but if they have your name, they might be able to make the character say your name, kind of like we see in Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. You're even going to get to decide if you want to be loyal to the First Order or support the Resistance. And I think this is really cool because there's going to be like two sides to the story. There's going to be the Resistance and the First Order, obviously, so you're going to have all the interactions between those throughout the park. And I love to see that Disney is creating such an immersive, incredible experience for the guests throughout the park, because people are really going to feel like they're in a Star Wars movie here. This land's going to be more immersive than Pandora, and Pandora was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. No photos or videos can do it justice. You have to see that in real life. It is so incredible. Thank you all so much for tuning into this week's of the Disney Weekly Roundup. Now, I just want to say, I was at Disney earlier this week for my spring break vacation. I had so much fun, and even on the way out of Animal Kingdom, I got to see the gondolas running, which I was really hoping I'd get to see that this trip, and one of them was even unwrapped, and I got to take a photo of it. You can see it up here. And I also posted this photo on my Instagram, which I'll put up here somewhere for you guys to check out, because sometimes these videos take a while to produce because I have to write a script. So if something comes up, I will post it immediately on that Instagram. So that's your source to get things as quick as possible. So please go follow that. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Disney Weekly Roundup. If there's any suggestions or things you want changed, please let me know. See you next time.